Hi guys, I made this video for a GoFundMe page that a friend of mine organized for Hannah and I. Our expenses are kind of racking up since we've been in China much longer than we planned, but it also serves as an update of our situation here in China. So go ahead, enjoy the video, and if you can, check the link in the description for the link to the GoFundMe, and thank you so much in advance to everyone who has shown support, whether emotionally or financially. Hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Hi guys, most of you guys know about our situation here in China, but just for a quick background, Hannah and I came to China in September 2019 to study Mandarin. So we're coming up on almost 10 months here. When the virus first hit in February, we decided to stay, thinking that by the time we had plans to leave, the virus would be past or like we'd be able to get home. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened. We've had like 4 or 5 flights canceled on us now. And the reason those flights were canceled was because the relationship between the United States and China was really bad. But recently, the flight situation has more or less stabilized. So we had a flight that was going to fly out, but just as those things were happening, there was a new outbreak of cases in Beijing, which is where we are now. And because of that outbreak, Beijing implemented a bunch of new rules about traveling and leaving the city. The first being that if you come from an area that's deemed medium or high risk, you can't leave at all. The second thing is if you need to leave, you have to get a negative COVID test. And then the third thing is like your health code, which is something everyone has here, has to be green, which means that you're healthy or you haven't had contact with a sick person. So we thought that we met all these requirements, but yesterday we went to the airport to board our flight and we were told we could not leave because we had visited a medium risk area before it became medium risk for a few hours. And because of this very small reason, and even though we had a negative COVID test, they said we could not leave. So that's kind of where we are now. And Hannah's gonna explain the rest.
So yeah, we ended up having to cancel that flight, and we're only going to get about half of our money back for that. And so currently right now we do have a plan to try and leave Beijing and then fly to another city in China and then from there on to the US, but we're not sure if we're going to be able to leave Beijing or not. So if not, we will be in Beijing for kind of an indefinite period of time until the whole coronavirus thing passes and the government like kind of eases up on these restrictions. All that to say, like a lot of just living here, a lot of expenses have been kind of piling up. So first of all, the flights are very expensive. There's also just the cost of living, so like the hotel, food, our phone bill, and then there's also other things like the coronavirus test and getting our visa extended. There's a lot of these fees that have been adding up for us. A lot of people have been asking, like, is there any way that we can help with this? And first of all, a lot of people have reached out and said, like, I'm praying for you and I'm thinking about you and those kinds of things. And we really appreciate that. That's been so kind. And we really feel emotionally supported. But in a more practical sense, you could donate whatever you have, whatever you're willing and able to give to this GoFundMe. Really any amount would be so awesome. Like, we really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you guys so much, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, so here is just a little, okay, what am I supposed to say? Okay, cut. Okay, so yeah, our flight was canceled. Nope.